Everyone out there in live stream land, those of you here on site at Dogmode, welcome to Splash number the Splash into Shark Week 2024 event here at Dogmode. This will be distance splash number 1. No live stream was available this morning for Air Retrieve Splash 101. This will be our morning kickoff, distance splash number 1. On dock now, Lord Dutch Shepherd 3. Good job, Zuri. That's how we do it, kid. Jump number 1, a good one for Zuri, coming in all the way out at 19 feet and 7 inches. 19 feet, 7 inches. Zuri has a great personal best of 23 feet, 9 inches. That was right around her average, which is 19 feet and 3 inches. Laura all the way from Stevens Point, Wisconsin. Runs her own Sister Nad facility out there in Country Paws. Jump number 2 coming up here. Another good run for Zuri. Jump number 2 might be just a little bit bigger. Laura, I hope you needed a master jump. Oh, no, sorry, just short. Little bit longer, not quite a master jump though at 19 feet, 11 inches. 19 feet, 11 inches. I hope you needed a senior jump. Oh, either or. Okay, so I don't feel so bad now because I thought you needed a master. And that was so close. Wow, everybody be ready to watch this little guy. Just 2 weeks ago, only time he'd been in the pool, he all but drowned. Tiny little man. Jaden tells me that day, her goal for her and Zazu is not only to jump in the pool, they're shooting for the lap dog world record. 1 week in, already set a huge personal best of 15, what? Perfect. Oh yeah, you aren't going that way. Teach your child. Doors that are locked, don't open. Already huge personal best of 15 feet, 6 inches. We're going to blow that away at some point this weekend, if not every time. Nobody, and I missed him. Runaway little man. Verified lap dog, little man Zazu. Oh, mister. I guess we'll do that. Wait till you see this little man jump. Even after you see it, you won't believe it. Will not believe what you're going to see here. I hope everyone's tuning in, watching. This is going to be fun to watch. This little guy gets more airtime. Little man Zazu, all-world junior handler Jaden Bronk on the dock. You just saw her mom Laura last night. Newest member of Wasatch Canine Fitness and Training National Team. Here we go, little man Zazu. I bet you right here we see a new personal best. Ooh, maybe not, little man. What was that? That still might be a personal best, as bad as that one was. Oh, not quite. Good jump, though, Zazu. 14 feet and 8 inches on jump number 1. That was falling with grace, mister. Falling with grace on jump number 1. I fully expect to add several feet on to jump number 2. Come on, Zazu. All we got to do is just don't trip. Wait till we get this right. This excellent. We need to get this one right. We're going to get a brand new personal best, I'm sure, by several feet. Just keeps getting better every time on the dock. There it is. Oh, Laura. We just added like 3 feet on, I think. Holy cow, buddy. 18 feet and 8 inches. 18 feet and 8 inches. I lied, it wasn't 3 feet, it was 4 extra feet right on the dot. That a boy, Zazu. Jaden says, marbles, look out, that world record's mine. We're 2/3 of the way there now. In 2 weeks. In 2 weeks. $18 feet, 14 feet, 8 inches, and 18 feet, 8 inches. Usually it's even. I'm sorry, you got to follow that. That's awesome. Next up on the dock, all the way from Casper. This is Allie Beach. Oops, that's off. Test, 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 test. You got it, Magdas? Jump number 1 for Allie and the Weege comes in at 9 feet and 9 inches. Their personal best right now sits at 10 feet 9 inches.
Turn on your mic.
I thought I did. I have it backwards. It's on. Jump 2 coming up right here. Jump 1 coming in at 9 feet and 9 inches. Little man Weege on jump number 2.
10 feet, 7 inches.
A personal best with a huge jump of 10 feet and 7 inches for the little man Weege. Little Dutch Shepherd Ouija. This is Tawny and her little man Tucker. This team had to set out our last event. Tucker got hurt or sick right before the event. Happy to see them back. Little man here has a great personal best of 18 feet 3 inches. Current average of big one at 16 feet 0 inches. Good little man, Tucker. Good little man. Good way to start the weekend off, all the way out at 15 feet 6 inches. Good boy, Tucker. 15 feet 6 inches on jump number 1. Good boy, Tucker. Jump number 2, almost identical, just a few inches shorter, coming in at 15 feet and 1 inch. Good boy, Tucker. 15 feet and 1 inch on jump number 2. Up on the dock. This will bring us to Jeannie, Trooper, and Trinity, the Breadman. You need to be more precise and specific when you say that. Yes, all of the above, all of the above, all of the above. Little man Trooper has a huge personal best, set our last event of 20. Look at that, that a boy. Trooper says, forget this, I'm catching tugs again. That's my boy. Set a personal best last event of 20 feet, 11 inches. Raised his current average way up to 19 feet, 4 inches, which was very close to his prior personal best. Timber, Vulcan, Silas, Shadow, Scout, due up next. Version 1 of the Scout Showdown coming up here in Splash number 1. Jump 1 for Jeannie, Trooper, and the Breadman. Good boy, Trooper. Big Trooper jump to start the weekend. Good boy. Right at that current average with a great score of 19 feet, 4 inches. Good boy, Trooper, 19 feet and 4 inches on jump number 1. Two coming up on deck, we have Timber, Vulcan, Tito, Shadow, and the 2 Scouts. Right now, jump number 2 coming for Jeannie, the Bread, and Trooper. Want to thank these two for coming up to all of our events all the way from Grand Junction, Colorado. Also supply the staff, all the competitors, wonderful treats. Shark-themed cookies this time. Good boy, buddy. Right there. Jump number 2, another good one, going to be just a little bit shorter, coming in at 18 feet 8 inches. Next up on the dock, that's going to be the newest member of Wasatch K9 Fitness and Training. This is Caitlin and her little Timber, a.k.a. Antha. Guest holder Kyler on the dock. Vulcan, Tito, Shadow, Scout, Rusty, Rhodey due up next. Look at Samantha way up in the air catching that tug. Good girl. That's my Samantha. Jump 1 coming up right here. Big personal best of 16 feet 9 inches. Current average 15 feet 5 inches. Vulcan, Silas, Shadow, the Scouts due up next. Little Tamantha.
Girl timber snake.
Wow, way up in the air again, near mid-air grab. Jump number 1 for Timber, gonna come in at 14 feet 7 inches. 14 feet and 7 inches on jump number 1.
Girl timber snake.
Slamming on the brakes this time, Little Miss Timber. We're going to use that score from jump number 1 as jump 2 going to be quite a bit shorter at 10 feet and 1 inch. Emergency brake applied. 10 feet and 1 inch. Well, you naughty. Next up on the dock, one more time, this time with her Belgian Malinois puppy. This is Vol. 10-month-old little man, already has a great personal best of 14 feet 9 inches. I've seen what this boy's capable of, and we're pretty feasibly going to beat that. Look at him go. Current average for Vulcan of 10 feet 6 inches. Jaden, this is your puppy that you can't touch. Some days he's Vulcan, some days he's Volcant. What? That is true. This is Tia's younger brother. Good boy, Vulcan. Good boy, Vulcan. Jump number 1, a good one at 13 feet and great push off the end and a big score of 13 feet and 1 inch for Vulcan. Atta boy, jump number 2 going to be bigger, I believe. It is 4 extra inches. Good man, Vulcan, 13 feet 5 inches. 2 good Vulcan jumps. Today we are Vulcan. Good boy, Vulcan. Those were good ones, mister. Good boy is right. Good job, buddy. Next up on the dock, this looks like it must be all-world admin guru Deborah Pillard. Her Mini American Shepherd, former number 2 ranked Mini American Shepherd in all North America diving dogs. This is once again Deborah, don't call me Deb Pillard, and Silas, a.k.a. Tito. Little man also missed our last event. Back for the first time in a couple months. Owns a huge personal best of 19 feet 7 inches. Current average of 15 feet 2 inches. Good thing that was a warm-up, Tito. That was not 19 feet, mister. We subtract the 1, I think we got that one. Let's go get it, buddy. Jump 1 coming up right here for Deborah and Tito. Shadow, the 2 scouts, Rusty, Rhodey, Risky, and Rasp do up next. Jump 1 for Deborah and Tito right now. That's my boy. Much better on that first jump. Good man, Tito. Jump 1 coming in at 13 feet 7 inches. Jump 2 coming up right here. Shadow, Scout, Scout, Rusty, Rhodey, Risky, Rasp, and Ranger due up next. I think jump number 1 is going to be our official score, buddy. I think this one's going to be quite a bit shorter. A lot of ones in this score, Tito. 11 feet, 11 inches on jump number 2. 11 feet, 11 inches on jump number 2 for little man Tito. Great score of 13 feet, 7 inches. His first time down the dock in several months, rehabbing from injury. My little man. Good boy. That second jump will get you in the jump off, buddy. I'm just picking on you, little man. Next up on the dock, this is another one of our amazing junior handlers. This boy moving up the ranks really, really fast. Saw them set a huge personal best in air retrieve just a little bit ago with a great grab of 16 feet. Distance-wise, they have a monster personal best of 20 feet 8 inches. Current average at 18 feet 0 inches. This is Dawson, Dad, Jeff, maybe, and Shadow. Look at that, good boy Shadow. Jump 1 coming up right here for Shadow. Scout, Scout, Rusty, Rhodey, Risky, Rasp, and Ranger do it next. 2 events ago, this team set a brand new personal best, of which then was 20 feet 0 inches. The deal was if they ever got, first time they ever got to 20 feet, we're having a big ice cream party. That will happen here today, I believe. Today, Jeff? We're doing it today. Ice cream party celebration for Dawson and Shadow. Jump 1 coming up right here for Dawson, Jeff, and Shadow. Good boy, Shadow. Just under the master level, coming in with a great way to start the weekend at 19 feet 8 inches. Great way to start the weekend, almost 2 feet past the current average at 19 feet and 8 inches. Just warmed up. Here we go, Shadow. Scout, Scout, Rusty, Rhodey, Risky, Rasp, and Ranger do up next. Jump 2 coming right here, 19 feet 8 inches on jump number 1 for Dawson, Jeff, and Shadow. Beautiful! Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is going to be close. I'm sure we're in the red in the master level on this one. This is going to be really close. That was excellent. Not quite a personal best, but it is a master level jump coming in at 20 feet and 2 inches. 20 feet and 2 inches on jump number 2. Great looking run down the dock by Dawson, Jeff, and Shadow. One more red. Are we having a second party then? Yeah, I hear ya. We want another party. Good job, buddy. Next up, that's going to bring us to the Scout versus Scout showdown here in Splash number 1. First contender up will be Shane and Big Scout. I don't know how we sit in the standings right now, but we're starting over for this weekend. 0-0, Shane and Sarah. We're starting over this weekend. The numbers get reset. Shane and Big Scout have a great personal best of 25 feet 6 inches. Current average of 22 feet inches. The Scout versus Scout showdown. Big Scout, the Chocolate Lab. Sarah and Scout, the Black Lab on deck. Rusty, Rhodey, Risky, and Rasp do up next. Jump number 1 of Splash 1, Scout versus Scout showdown here. Lot of splash and a good jump to start the weekend for Shane and Big Scout. Jump 1 going to come in right at 20 feet and 9 inches on jump number 1. 20 feet and 9 inches on jump 1 for Shane and Big Scout. Jump 2 coming up right here. Thus far, that's the number to beat for Sarah and other Scout. 20 feet 9 inches. Shane looking to make that a bigger number on jump number 2. Scout, Rusty, Rhodey, Risky, Rasp, and Ranger do up next. Here we go, jump number 2 for Shane and Big Scout. Will he improve upon score number 1 of 20 feet 9 inches? Jump number 2 going to be a little bit shorter, I believe, a little less air under that one. Jump number 2 is shorter, coming in at 19 feet 0 inches. 19 feet 0 inches on jump number 2. Got that score of 20 feet 9 inches on jump number 1. That will be the mark to beat in the Scout versus Scout showdown splash number 1. Good job. I'm proud of you. The dock, this is Southpaw Sarah and Scout, a.k.a. Toots on the dock. Guest holder Teresa on the back. Number to beat in the Scout versus Scout showdown is 20 feet 9 inches. We reset the numbers, we're at 0-0. Starting all over for this weekend. I can't keep track of how many we've had in the past, so that's on you guys. The Scout Master on the dock. Scout Master and Southpaw Sarah. That a girl, Toots. The Scout Master, here we go. We definitely need a Scout Master to win this one. 20 feet 9 inches the mark to tie. 20 feet 10 inches to win match number 1. Rusty, Rhodey, Risky, Rasp, and Ranger do up next right now. Southpaw Sarah and the Scout Master looking for a jump of 20 feet 10 inches to get the win in splash number 1. We're getting serious now, getting that tug dried off just right. The Scout Master. That one's not going to cut it, kid. Lot more lift needed on jump number 2 to surpass that mark of 29 inches, because this one's going to be short of that. Jump number 1 going to come in at 17 feet 0 inches. 17 feet 0 inches on jump number 1. Had a really good run, not much lift on jump number 1. A little more air under that. We got a big, big scouty jump. 20 feet 10 inches, what we're looking for right here. Bigger is fine. Shane's out there crossing his fingers, hoping for 20 feet 8 inches or less. That's taunting, Shane. I don't think he can hear me. Jump number 2 coming up right here. Scout cross Sarah and the Scout master. Good run, get that lift. We might have a winner. This is the one for all the marbles right here. The final jump of the Scout versus Scout Splash number 1 showdown. This one's going to be close. Is it going to be enough? It's going to be really, really close. It's not going to be enough. Jump number 1, or 2, excuse me, is going to be a master level jump coming in 20 feet and 1 inch. 20 feet and 1 inch. We did get a master level jump. Not quite enough to overtake Shane and Big Scout, though. After 1 splash, the record sits at Shane and Scout 1, Sarah and Scout 0. They call that a goose egg in Florida, right? What? Except he has a cape. Except he has a cape. Come on, Toots. Next up on the dock, that's going to bring us back to Caitlin. This time with Colonel Mustard, a.k.a. Rusty. Krusty Rusty has a personal best of 15 feet 0 inches. And they're all 3 members of, at one time, the K-Clan. The 3 members of the K-Clan. What? I didn't say that. I did not say that. What? I did. Jump number 1 coming up right here for Caitlin and the Krusty Band. Rusty has a personal best of 15 feet 0 inches for an average of 13 feet 0 inches. Good boy, Rusty. Jump 1, a good one coming in at 13 feet 0 inches. 13 feet and 0 inches. Jump number 1. Rhodey, Risky, Rasp, and Ranger do up next. Good boy, Rusty man. Jump number 2 should be quite a bit bigger. 1 extra foot. Good man, Rusty. Jump 2 coming in at 14 feet 0 inches. Good man, Krusty Rusty. You proud of yourself, buddy? Yeah. Good boy. What's up, buddy? Up on the dock, that's bring us to Cindy Lou Roadster, and I can't tell who's back there. I'm guessing Madison. I see you now. You were behind the rail. Look at the Roadster. We see that again. I think that personal best going down, which is like 3 feet 7 inches. Current average of 19 feet 9 inches. That was way out in the master level. Roadsters jump a long, long ways. Risky, Rasp, Ranger, Oliver, Logan, Leroy, and Lark due up next. Right now, Cindy Lou and the Roadster. Jump number 1 coming up right here. Oops. Jump number 1 coming in at 14 feet and 1 inch. Big oops on jump number 1. Hopefully we'll add almost 10 feet onto jump number 2. Little miscommunication between handler, holder, and Roadster, I believe. Nose dive straight into the pool off the end of the dock on jump number 1. Here we go, jump number 2, Cindy Lou and the Roadster. Jump number 2, quite a bit better. Huge improvement on jump number 2, out to 19 feet and 8 inches on jump 2, 19 feet and 8 inches. Almost 6 extra feet on jump number 2. This is Danielle and her little man, Risky. Risky already set a great personal best this summer of 19 feet 3 inches. Current average at 17 feet 9. Got the Roadie fan club out the back right now. See him in the window. Little man, Risky on deck is Rasp, followed by Ranger, Oliver, Logan, Leroy, Lark, and Lady Bird. Jump number 1 coming up right here for Danielle and Risky. Good boy, Risky. Good amount of speed off the end. This should be a really good Risky score. Good boy, buddy. 17 feet 5 inches on jump number 1. 17 feet and 5 inches. Great way to start the weekend. Good boy, Risky Man. Another good run down the dock. Will jump two be bigger? It's going to be really, really close, I think. What was the first one? 2 extra inches on jump number 2, coming in at 17 feet 7 inches. Good boy, Risky Man. 17 feet 7 inches on jump number 2. One more time from Stevens Point, Wisconsin. This is Laura and her Dutch Shepherd Rasp this time. Huge personal best, way out at 22 feet 0 inches. Current average of 13 feet 9 inches. Ranger, Oliver, Logan, Leroy, Lark, and Ladybird due up next. Good job, Rasp. This should be a really nice Rasp jump. Good girl, Rasp. Jump number 1 coming in at 15 feet 2 inches. 15 feet and 2. Jump number 1. Jump 2 up on deck once again is Ranger, Oliver, Logan, Leroy, Lark, and Ladybird. Holy cow, kiddos, that is a lot bigger than jump number 1. Nice job, Rasp. Wow, a lot of distance added on all the way out to 16 feet 9 inches. 16 feet 9 inches on jump number 2. Good job, kid. Look at you. No 12 foot there. Good job. Now on the dock, Shannon, Ranger, and guest holder Kylie. Good boy. Look at that boy. He's got a personal best just over 24 feet, I believe, at 24 feet and 3 inches. Current average is way out there as well at 23 feet 2 inches. Boy is getting better fast. Big jumping little yellow Labrador. Big jump on jump number 1 all the way out to 23 feet 4 inches. Good boy, Ranger, 23 feet and 4 inches. Number 2 coming up right here for Shannon, guest holder Kylie, and Ranger. Good boy, Ranger. Jump number 2 going to be a little bit bigger, I believe. Just gonna do it. 24 feet 0 inches on jump number 2. 24 feet 0 inches. That was that was a big nosedive, mister. He said I inhaled half of the pool by force. That is a great question. No, where is the cheesecake? Oh. Little man Oliver set a personal best of 22 feet 10 inches. Current average clear out at 19 feet 8 inches. The pool went down about 3 inches when you got in the pool, mister. Have to refill the whole thing after you're done. Up number 1 coming right here for Kyler and Oliver. Madison got the memo. Why did Caitlin not? Oliver, come on, buddy, we're this way. Jump number 1 for Oliver, going to come in at 18 feet 5 inches. Very low angle of launch off the dock. Good run. Get some lift on that. Several feet will be added to that run. Almost a downward angle off the end of that dock. Jump 2 coming up right here. Good boy. Here we go on jump number 2. Little man Oliver. Much better on jump number 2. Good boy Oliver. Master level jump coming in at 20 feet and 1 inch. 20 feet and 1 inch. Logan, Leroy, Lark, and Lady Bird. Oh, 20 feet 1 inch. That will bring us to Abby and Logan. Lark and Lady Bird due up next.
Voice is going already.
Just dry. Man, Logan, fresh off injury himself, right back in the game, had an ear infection. Logan got a personal best of 18 feet 9 inches, current average of 12 feet 4. Here we go, mister. Jump number 1 coming right here for Abby and Logan. Good boy, Logan. Jump number 1 for Logan, going to come in at 13 feet 7 inches. 13 feet and 7 inches on jump number 1. Jump number 2 right here for Abby and Logan. Jump number 2 going to be a little bit shorter for Logan, coming in at 11 feet 7 inches. 11 feet 7 inches. All competitors, attention all competitors. Ice cream party for Dawson out by the admin booth right now. Run out there and collect your ice cream. Only $12 per serving. Funds go to the Save a Dawson Jumping Fund. I don't think you get any, Logan. I know you'll be disappointed, but...
I want my bumper though.
Next up on the dock, this is a local celebrity. This is Slick Willie Hart and Leroy. Leroy has a great personal best of 25 feet 2 inches, current average of 23 feet 5 inches.
So we can't do a family jump off.
Yeah, that ain't happening. Leroy, what happened? Leroy, that's your practice jump, mister. What was that? Slick Willie turned around to make sure he was set, and Leroy goes right on by him. Let's get that dialed in because this one counts, mister. Jump number 1 coming up right here. If I would have had to score that, no way I'm getting back to that in time. That would have been make your best guess. Jump number 1 coming up right here for Slick Willie and Leroy. 15 extra feet or more on that. Here we go, jump number 1. Good man, Leroy, 23 feet 3 inches. 23 feet 3 inches on jump number 1. Another big Leroy jump. I think jump 1's going to be a little bit bigger, but let's find out. Good man, Leroy. Jump 2 coming in at 22 feet 6 inches. 22 feet 6 inches, just a little bit shorter on jump number 2. That was so naughty on the practice jump, Leroy. Good boy. Naughty. 23-3 on the first one, 22-6 on the second one. Next up on the dock, that was Slick Willie. This is his daughter, Madison, all the way from somewhere in the middle of Kentucky. Don't ask me where. This is Madison and Lark, the show. Little Lark has a personal best of 8 feet 3 inches. Current average at 6 feet 8 inches. I think this is her second event, first time here at Dogmode. She did learn this game here. Madison moved away to Kentucky about 6-ish months ago. Good girl, Lark. Lark the Shark. A.K.A. Carl with a K. Come on, Carl. Get it, Carl. Go, jump number 1 for Lark, A.K.A. Carl. Here we go, jump number 1. That a girl, Lark. What was her best? Brand new personal best by 1 inch, 8 feet 4 inches. Beat her personal best on jump number 1 all the way out to 8 feet 4 inches. Can you do it again, kid? That might be bigger yet, kid. Add on almost 9 feet 2 inches. 9 feet 2 inches on jump number 2. Good job, Lark the Shark, a.k.a. Carl. You're my tug carrier, not me. You're my peasant. Next up, that brings us to a breed record holder, holding a record for this breed by over 10 feet over second place. This is Katie and Bracco Italiano. This is Ladybird. Kraken, Connor, Jax, Hershey, Gypsy, Frankie, Figaro, Fen do up next. Little Miss Ladybird's personal best sits at 23 feet 1 inch. That little thing is bigger than any other dog in this breed has ever jumped. That little warm-up on the short dock outside of herself is further than anybody in this breed has ever jumped. Jump number 1 coming up right here. Kraken, Connor, Jack, Hershey do up next. Where you going, Ladybird? Here we go, jump number 1 for the big jumping Bracco Italiano, Ladybird. Look at that stretch, good girl, Ladybird. Good girl, master level jump coming in at 20 feet 4 inches. 20 feet 4 inches on jump 1. Jump 2 come up, Kraken, Connor, Jax, and the Hershey man do up next. Jump 2 coming right here for Katie and Ladybird. Good girl, Ladybird. Jump number 2, very similar in distance to jump number 1. Might be just a little bit longer. Good job, Ladybird. Much longer, coming in at 21 feet 5 inches. 21 feet and 5 inches on jump number 2 for Little Miss Ladybird. Next up on the dock, that will bring us to, saw this team earlier, Cindy Lou, this time with Sue and Madison on the dock. 11-year-old Cracky Sue. In her younger days, set a monster personal best, 7 feet 9 inches. Current average at 18 feet 5 inches. Connor, Jax, Hershey, Gypsy, Frankie, Figaro, and Fendu up next. I love the tug, little girl. We got the Sausage Sue tug out. Cindy Lou and the Sausage Sue. Jump number 1 coming over here. Connor, Jax, Hershey, Gypsy, Frankie, Figaro, Fendu up next. Sue, big, almost mid-air grab, had it right in her mouth, just didn't quite hold it, but a great run and a great jump. Good way to start the weekend off for Sue, coming in at 17 feet 10 inches. 17 feet 10 inches for Cindy Lou and the Sausage Sue. Good old girl Sue, 11 years old, that small, and still jumping 18 feet. Here we go, jump number 2 for Cindy Lou and Sue. Jump number 2, a little bit of a miss, going to be a little bit shorter. Good girl, Sue. Jump number 2, going to come in at 15 feet 7 inches. 15 feet 7 inches on jump number 2. Gonna make it. Once again, that team all the way from Stevens Point, Wisconsin. This boy, you're not quite sure what you're going to get. Sometimes you get 25, you get 15. Been working hard with him lately, been getting much more consistent. Personal best of 26 feet 9 inches, current average at 17, but watch this. Look at that boy get up in the air. This is Laura and Connor. Looks like we have guest holder Allie on the back of the dock. Probably about to get very friendly with Connor right here. Huh? What title? Doc Senior Advance. Too many people talking at one time. Doc Senior Advance for Cindy and Kraken. Good boy, Connor. Good run down the dock. That had tons of speed for him. Good boy. A little more lift, and that was a monster jump. Good boy, Connor. Jump 1, a good one coming in at 21 feet 10 inches. That had a perfect run. A little bit more lift. Right, if you'd have got right up where that tug was, we probably would have had 3 extra feet on that jump. Doc Master Advance for Cindy Lou and Sausage Sue. Right now, jump coming up right here. Senior Advance, thank you. Laura and Connor, 21 feet, 10 inches on jump number 1. Big mid-air catch, going to be a little bit shorter than jump 1, I think, but that was beautiful. So nice to see them doing that again. You got a master throwaway jump no matter what happened. Jump 2 coming in at 20 feet 4 inches. Good boy, Connor. 20 feet 4 inches, and we're throwing that away, buddy. Good job. That was nice, mister, and a beautiful catch. Good boy. She made it. I was worried we had no Shannon in the magic stool. Now on the dock, this is Jensen, Jax, and Shannon in the magic stool. Hershey, Gypsy, Frankie, Figaro due up next. That a boy, Jax. He snagged that thing right as he went into the pool. Good boy. Little man, Jax has a monster personal best of 20 feet 2 inches. Current average 15 feet 4 inches. The Hershey man, Gypsy, Frankie, Figaro, and Fen due up next. Jensen, a.k.a. Violet, Lee on the end of the dock. Little man, Jax. Here we go, jump number 1. That's my little man. That's how we do it. Good job, buddy. Good job, buddy. Big jump to start the weekend coming in at 17 feet 11 inches. 17 feet 11 inches on jump number 1 for little man Jax. Hershey, Gypsy, Frankie, Figaro, Fen due up next. Right now, Violet and Jax on the dock for jump number 2. Huge jump of 17 feet 11 inches on jump number 1. This is going to be a lot bigger than that big jump number 1 even. Maybe not, sorry buddy. It looked bigger, but it's actually going to be a little bit shorter coming in at 17 feet 5 inches. Good boy, Jax. Apparently a little more air made it look bigger, but it didn't go quite as far. Now 2-year-old chocolate lab, this is the Hershey man. Good boy, Hershey man. Jump one coming up right here. This big boy has a monster personal best of 28 feet 8 inches. Current average, big one at 26 feet 5 inches. Amanda, also the mother to Los Angeles Canine Condition Training National Junior Team member, Michaela Browning. Jump one coming up right here. Gypsy, Frankie, Phil's next. Right now, the big boy Hershey on dock for jump number one. And here we go. Good stretch and a good way to start the weekend for Hershey. Jump number one, a great way to start the weekend, coming in at 25 feet 3 inches. 25 feet 3 inches on jump number one. Half of our pool entrance on the back wall after that. Here we go, jump number two. Really nice run down the dock as always. Not quite the lift he's typically gets. I bet we get a little bit more lift on this one and several more feet. Here we go, jump number two for Amanda and the Hershey man. Good boy, buddy. Another big jump, should be a little bit bigger than jump number one. It is almost an entire foot, exactly another foot actually, coming in at 26 feet 3 inches. Good boy, Hershey man, 26 feet and 3 inches. Up on the dock, this is our favorite little bully girl. This is Kylie, Caitlin, and Gypsy. Little Miss Gypsy's got a great personal best of 19 feet 1 inch. Current average of 17 feet 7 inches. Jump number one coming up right here for Kylie and Gypsy, Frankie, Figaro, Finn, Dutton, Duke, Dreamer, and Dory do up next. Here we go, kid. Jump number one coming up right here for Kylie and Gypsy. That a girl, Gypsy. Good girl, Gypsy. Jump number one all the way out to 17 feet 2 inches. 17 feet 2 inches on jump number one. Jump two coming up right here. Frankie, Figaro, Finn, Dutton, Duke, and Dreamer do up next. Gypsy on dock for jump number 1. Good girl, Gypsy. Jump number 2 going to be just a little bit bigger, coming in at 17 feet 7 inches. Tying that current average at 17 feet 7 inches. Frankie due up next. Good baby hippo. Who's the best baby hippo? Next up, that will bring us to Mary Beth and Frankie. Never know what we're going to get with this boy either. Figaro, Fenn, Dutton, and Duke due up next. Little man Frankie has a huge personal best of 17 feet 3 inches, more recently averaging 12 feet 6 inches. Good boy, Frankie Frank. That was actually a jump, buddy. That was actually a jump. Good boy, Frankie. I'm going to call it a jump this time. Coming in, jump number 1 coming in at 11 feet 0 inches. You may not have gone far, buddy, but you did jump. 11 feet 0 inches on jump number 1. Jumping beats attempting any day, mister. Even if they're shorter. Figaro, Fenn, Dutton, Duke, Dreamer, and Dory due up next. There was an attempt, mister. That's what we call an attempt. Much shorter on attempt number 2. In at 8 feet 8 inches. 11 feet 0 inches. 17 feet 7 inches. That was an extra special attempt, Frankie. We did get a jump in though, you mister. That's right. Can't wait to fall off for 6 feet, huh, buddy? Good boy. Good boy, Frankie. Good boy, buddy.
He was the happy.
Next up on the dock, going to bring us to one of the members of the Wasatch K9 Fitness and Training Junior National Team, all the way from Stevens Point, Wisconsin. This is Jaden and her Belgian Malinois. This is Figaro. Figaro has a personal best of 17 feet 9 inches, current average of 13 feet 8 inches. Fenn, Dutton, Duke, Dreamer, Dory, and Nitro due up next. Jump 1 coming right here for Jaden and Figaro. Attaboy, Figaro. Good boy, buddy. Jump 1 coming in at 14 feet 10 inches. 14 feet 10 inches on jump number 1. Fenn, Dutton, Duke, Dreamer, Dory, Nitro, and Data due up next. Right now we have Jaden and Figaro on the dock for jump number 2. Good boy, Figaro. Little bit longer on jump number 2, out to 15 feet 0 inches. 15 feet and 0 inches on jump number 2 for Jaden and Figaro. Next up on the dock, that is going to bring us to Sadie and Fenn. Dutton, Duke, Dreamer, Dory, and Nitro due up next. Go get it, Fenn. Kyler was just looking for you. Jump 1 coming up right here for Sadie and Fenn. Dutton, Duke, Dreamer, Dory, and Nitro due up next. She's got it. Sadie and Fenn, jump number 1. Team has a great personal best of 9 feet 3 inches. Current average very nice to that, or next to that at 8 feet 2 inches. Go get it, Fenn. There you go. Nice job. Jump 1 going to come in at 6 feet and 7 inches. 6 feet 7 inches. Not making this easy on you. You might want to wear track shoes next time. Jump number 2 coming up right here for Sadie and Fenn. Dutton, Duke, Dreamer, Dory, Nitro, and Data up next. 6 feet 7 inches on jump number 1. Recent average for Fenn 8 feet 2 inches for the personal best of 9 feet 3 inches. There you go, Fenn. This is going to be quite a bit bigger on jump number 2. Extra feet out to 8 feet 4 inches. 8 feet and 4 inches. Nice job for Fenn and Sadie. and now it's in the pool. Next up on the dock, that will bring us to, it'll be Betsy, I'm guessing Caitlin, and Dutton. Caitlin been the recent guest handler of Dutton. Normally we see Dutton with Betsy and Harper or Lenny, or just the two girls. Word is they will be making an appearance on Sunday. Little man Dutton has a fantastic personal best of 23 feet 11 inches. Current average way out there at 22 feet 9 inches. Good boy Dutton. Good. And at 21 feet 8 inches. 21 feet 8 inches on jump number 1. Jump 2 coming up right here. Duke, Dreamer, Dory, Nitro, and Do up next. There you go, mister. Jump number 2 is probably going to add 1 to 2 feet onto it. Much bigger on jump number 2. Good boy, Dutton. Jump number 2 is bigger, coming in at 23 feet and 1 inch. 23 feet and 1 inch on jump number 2. Good boy, Dutton. On the dock, that's going to bring us to the big jumping male Weimaraner. This is Janae and Duke. Last event, this boy set a monster personal best of 26 feet and 11 inches. Current average of 23 feet 1 inch. Current reigning number 2 ranked Weimaraner in all of North America diving dogs, by way of a tie with Terry and Stormy. Jump, no, practice jump right here. Good boy, Duke. I'm glad that missed me. That was a lot of water, buddy. That was a lot of water, Duke. We don't need to drain the pool today, buddy. Jump 1 coming up right here for Janae and Duke. Dreamer, Dory, Nitro, and Data do up next. Here we go, buddy. Jump number 1 for Janae and Duke. Big mid-air grab for Duke. Good boy, buddy. It's going to be an elite level jump coming in at 24 feet 4 inches on jump number 1. Good boy, Duke. 24 feet 4 inches. Good man, Duke. Dreamer, Dory, Nitro, Data, and Curie do up next. Jump 2 coming from Janae and Duke. Big mid-air grab and beautiful jump of 24 feet 4 inches on jump number 1. Can we do better this time, buddy? I think we can. I think he broke that time. He seemed to get to the end of the dock a little bit too fast. I think it's going to be a little bit shorter. It is going to be a little bit shorter, coming in at 23 feet and 1 inch. You're not supposed to get to the end before mom's ready for you, buddy. Good man, Duke. Next up on the dock, that will bring us to Cynthia and her little man, Dreamer. Dory, Nitro, Data, Curie do up next. 2 jumps coming here for Cynthia and Dreamer. Cheering is not allowed, ma'am. Busted. I'm sorry about that, Dreamer. Holy cow, buddy! You jumped right on past me. I was looking for you back there, but wow, that was a good one. Wow, holy cow. Good thing I got 1 step left in me, all the way out to 18 feet 2 inches. Holy cow, Dreamer. I was looking around that average of 14 feet, and I had to run as fast as I could to catch up with that one. Apparently the cheering works. Here we go, buddy. That was an enormous jump. I was definitely not ready for that. Caught me slipping, buddy. Jump 2 coming up right here. Wow, that was big, but I think it's going to be a little bit shorter. But that is still way out there. You get to throw away a big jump of 17 feet 10 inches, Dreamer. Good boy. Holy cow, mister. At least I was ready for it that time. First one was 18 feet 2 inches. Second one, 17 feet 10 inches. Having to run to the right that fast, that's always a good thing. I mean, there's a big, big jump. Next up, this is your event coordinator, head trainer at Wasatch Canine Fitness and Training. This is Teresa. And her Belgian Malinois, this is Dory. Looking for her first ever attempt at 10 feet or more. Current personal best of 9 feet 9 inches. Well, that wasn't going to be 10 feet, Dory. You better save it for this one. That was about 5 feet 1 inch. Here we go, kid. Personal best again of 9 feet 9 inches. Current average at 7 feet 9 inches, Nitro on deck. Jump 1 coming up right here for Teresa and Dory. Go get your tug. That is not going to be a personal best. I'm not even sure it's going to be half of a personal best. You did beat half of your personal best, Dory, coming in at 5 feet and 1 inch. And a left tug in the pool. Can I get a wrangler, please? 5 feet 1 inch and no tug, Dory? Come on now. Apparently it's Shark Week. Dory's circling her prey. Circling her prey and just leaving it there. I have no competition. This is no fun. I need a mini shepherd to beat. Go get it, Dory. Oh, my Lord, child. This might be shorter yet, if it's possible. But it is a little bit longer, all the way out to 5 feet 8 inches. 5 feet and 8 inches for Dory on jump number 2. Okay. Doesn't matter. Oh, these I gotta fix. I gotta fix. Team from Stevens Point, Wisconsin. One more time. This is Laura and her big Belgian Malinois. This is Nitro. Has a big personal best of 28 feet 6 inches. Current average at 22 feet 0 inches. Is that Michaela Browning holding Nitro back there? That away, buddy. That's my man, Nitro. We got a big one. Good boy, 23 feet 8 inches. Good boy, Nitro. 23 feet 8 inches on jump number 1. Beating that current average by nearly 2 feet. You got to beat Connor, mister. I think you did. Wow, look at that air. That's not going to be as long of a jump, but that was a thing of beauty. Huge midair grab and all the way to the ceiling. Can we forget the score on this one and just be happy with how pretty that was? It was a lot of height, but not the distance, but that was beautiful, coming in at 19 feet 0 inches. That was beautiful, mister. That was so good.
Right up on the dock is Abby with her lab Data. Data has a personal best of 24 feet 9 inches. His recent average is 23 feet 4 inches. I know that Data got that personal best last weekend. He got several personal bests actually. After Data, we have Curie, Bourbon, Bluey, Bindi, Betty, and Benson. Good, wow, good job, buddy. 22 feet 11 inches. 22 feet 11 inches. Again, next up we have Curie, Bourbon, Louis, Bindi, Betty, Benson, Bella, Achilles, and Osa. There you go, buddy. It's going to be a master level jump, but barely 23 feet 10 inches. 23 feet 10 inches. Almost an elite level jumper for Data. Next batch starts at 2 o'clock. We will have a handlers meeting, as always, at 1:45, back by admin. It's really hot out, so please make sure you're drinking water, watering your dogs. We're trying our best to keep the ground cool out there, but just please be aware of your dog's paws. All right, Curie has a personal best of 23 feet 6 inches. Her recent average is 21 feet 8 inches. Curie's taking a practice jump here. Really nice practice jump. That'll be a new personal best, 23 feet 9 inches. 23 feet 9 inches. Beautiful jump. After Curie, we have Bourbon, Louis, Bindi, Betty, Benson, Bella, Achilles, and Osa. Good girl. It's going to be a little bit shorter, but 23 feet 0 inches. 23 feet 0 inches. Thank you, here, Bourbon back there. All right, we've got Denise coming up with her big jumping lab, Bourbon. Has a personal best of 26 feet 10 inches. His recent average is 24 feet 2 inches. Starting out with a practice jump here. That first jump was 24 feet 11 inches. Jump coming up here for Denise and Bourbon. There we go, buddy. New personal best by 1 inch, 26.11. 26 feet 11 inches. Right, next up we have Bluey. Bluey is, we've got Dawson up there. Bluey has a personal best of 11 feet 0 inches. His recent average is 10 feet 11 inches. Love having junior handlers on the deck. Nice practice jump there. Nice little pop. Good job, Dawson. Come on, Bluey, come here. First score jump coming up here for Dawson and Bluey. Huge. 13 feet 9 inches. 13 feet 9 inches, a new personal best. Hi. They got his ice cream earlier for Shadow's personal best, and now Bluey has one as well. Previous personal best was 11 feet 0 inches. After Bluey, we have Bindi, Betty, Benson, Bella, Achilles, Osa. She's just a baby. Good job. So it's going to be a little bit shorter, but really nice jump. 12 feet 6 inches, 12 feet 6 inches. That would have been a personal best. Right, next up is Shannon with her little border collie Bindi. After Bindi, we have Betty, Benson, Bella, Achilles, and Osa. Then Bindi has a personal best of 11 feet 11 inches. Her recent average is 10 feet 4 inches. First score jump coming up here for Bindi. We've got Michaela holding Bindi in the back of the dock. Good girl. A little bit shorter than her personal best. Close, 11 feet 9 inches. 11 feet 9 inches. Shorter yet. 10 feet 11 inches. 10 feet 11 inches for Bindi. Next up is Jeannie, Trinity, and their golden retriever Betty. Trooper jumped earlier in the splash. Betty has a personal best of 19 feet 9 inches. Her recent average is 7 feet 3 inches. You know, she set that in personal best last weekend. Always love seeing Jeannie and Trinity come visit us from Grand Junction. Always bring us those treats. Cookies and donuts and such. After Betty, we have Benson, Achilles. Here, Achilles back there. Betty. For Betty, Trinity holding. 18 feet 3 inches. 18 feet 3 inches for Betty's second jump. Next up is Janae with her Vishla Benson. She was up here earlier with Duke. Always do a practice jump with Benson. I don't know, they call it a jump if he goes off the ramp. Swims a lap. Benson's personal best is 11 feet 9 inches. His recent average is 10 feet 3 inches. On that first jump. After Benson, Bella, Achilles, good job, buddy. It's going to be about the same. A little bit further, 9 feet 3 inches. 9 feet 3 inches. Next up we'll have Michaela with her Doodle Bella. Michaela is a member of the Wasatch Junior Handlers team, National Junior Handlers team. Bella has a personal best of 25.9. And her recent average is 22 feet 1 inches. Bella and Michaela are super consistent. We'll take a short duck practice jump, gets so much height. Always catches that bumper. And then we'll go and do a full duck. Again, lots of height. Right. After Michaela, we'll have Allie visiting us from Wyoming with her German Shepherd Achilles. And then we'll finish up with Craig and Teresa's Mal Osa. First jump was 22 feet 11 inches. 22 feet 11 inches. 23 feet 5 inches. 23 feet 5 inches. Next up we have Allie with her German Shepherd Achilles. Achilles has a personal best of 21 feet 3 inches. His recent average is 18 feet 7 inches. Osa will be the last dog of this splash. I believe these will be Osa's very first scored NAD jump. She's got Maddie holding Achilles on the back of the dog, which is quite the job. Big, strong boy back there. Very excited to get that tug. Frisco jump coming up here for Achilles. Good job, buddy. 19 feet 3 inches. 19 feet 3 inches. Really nice looking jump. Be a little bit shorter, but a really nice jump at 18 feet 4 inches. 18 feet 4 inches. Osa will be the last dog of this splash. Our next one starts at 2 o'clock. Up on the dock, have an unusual situation for the Fosters, because normally their dogs do sit stays. Oh, looks like we are going to do a sit stay. Well, looks like Craig is throwing for Teresa. Craig is throwing, excuse me, Craig is throwing. Three feet 3 inches. 23 feet 3 inches. 23 feet 10 inches. 23 feet 10 inches. That concludes this splash. Again, next splash starts at 2 o'clock. Handlers meeting at 1:45. Thank you. Bye.